Yes.
Am I on? Yes, I am on.
Yay.
Check. Sibilance, check.
Oops.
What's happening, Kickbutt? You're about to witness the baddest open mic in the ATX, spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kickbutt Coffee, Music, and Booze. That's right, this is not your average ordinary coffee shop. We do have a full bar. And behind the bar tonight, we have the pirate Jacob. Arr. He will keep you landlubbers fed, caffeinated, and buzzed. But nothing says, I love you, to your bartender by giving him lots of tips. Make it rain, people. Come on, make it rain. It's expensive to live in this frickin' town as much as I love it. And the drink specials tonight, all mixed drinks, $5.25. Get your antioxidants and your booze at the same time. Show your appreciation to your open mic by buying something to eat or drink. And just a little PSA, if you want to be inside the venue, you must be wearing a mask. If you want to be on this stage to perform, you must be wearing a mask. If you are not actively eating and drinking, you must be wearing a mask. We want to keep it safe, keep it sexy, and keep everybody healthy. And if you want to come up here, sing your song, dance your dance, strut your stuff, and... Oh, no. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. Strike a pose. Come on, Vogue. Oh, God. Yes. That's scary. And
that was kind of a drunk Vogue.
That wasn't a drunk Vogue. That was just an awkward Vogue right there. So if you want to sing your song, dance your dance, strut yourself, come over to Lost in Thought, me, Hot Tamale, or Ernie B behind the soundboard. Go over to Ernie B just so he can say... I ran out of air. Sorry. Shut up.
Okay, I got nothing anyway.
Yeah, don't make fun of me. I ran out of air.
Just so you can say.
Hey. I was squeezing every little ounce out.
I was looking for my camera too.
Every little bit.
There it is.
Every little thing.
I was going to go full screen like that on myself, but the camera was...
Absolutely. So, should we start off the night? We shall. Hey, should we start off the night? All right. Come on, people. Wake up. Wake up. We're still alive here. Any day we're not 6 feet under, we're ahead of the game.
Hey, and we didn't get hit by a Chinese rocket either.
Woo!
Not yet.
I think it landed somewhere off the coast of India, or at least that's what last I heard.
India? Aren't they going through enough already?
Well, it's in the water, so we're good. Okay, so
the
to
Indian
start...
Ocean.
Oh, and if you do have any sound needs for your performance, Ernie B will help you. And nothing says thank you to your sound engineer like a shot of whiskey.
For a nominal fee.
For a nominal fee. There you go. Okay, to start off the night, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the wonder from down under. Give it up for Tom Moonbird.
Please direct your attention to the screen monitor on the stage.
Hey, madam and man, meet the man who had two mothers. That's right, pre-COVID times, 2019. I fly back home to meet my dying mum. And of course, as she's going out into the etheria, I go off to Uluru to walk around the rock. Normally, it takes 2.5 hours if you walk at a casual jogger's pace. It took me 4 hours because I stopped at the billabongs. I stopped at the place where the waterfalls come down every 10 years and make beautiful snake, which is the rainbow serpent, which is the image of the true Indigenous Australia. But primal and passionate as this to give birth, to bring new life into a tired world. Of course, rape, abortion, incest, prostitution. Of course, clitorectomies, genital mutilations, sexual abuse. Of course, whippings and stonings for other people's adulteries. Of course, torture and burning of alleged witches. Life itself is at risk with hunger, disease, and malnutrition. Every mother is a healer. Every mother needs healing. Mother comes first, our very first word, Mama. Every mother a goddess with great power. to nurture and create or destroy and denigrate. Choosing one's path needs guidance and assistance, hence grandmother wisdom distilling down, hence grandmother law to honor our origins again. Every moment tonight is for mother. She owns all of us. We would not be here tonight were it not for her free will choice. As for me, I carry this bag of skin everywhere I go. I weigh too much, so Southwest Airlines charges me for 2 seats, you know. My doctor says it weighs heavy on my heart. How can I manage reparations for the indigenous here, for all the damage done to my own body with sugar and salt and Coca-Cola and Pepsi killer, much less to the flora and fauna native once and now swept away by St. Augustine grass? Go, guilt, a fog mist I carry. I can't see straight to shoot straight. Annie Oakley in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show made a target for her bullets but did not kill anyone, you know. She was a sharpshooter. I go to Hooters for the food. I don't have time for magazines as I fire up your enthusiasm for the light rail fantasy that Amtrak denies. We're all baggage on this planet, Gaia. We weigh this planet down with gravity. No wonder India is burning off all her citizens and that Chinese rocket is landing in her ocean. Smoke over Calcutta, bones and body dust in the Ganges. One day we will all be light as air, and air will take us up and away like feathers on the giant world bird that always flies first class. Tell me, is this your baggage, sir? Are you aware of these contents? What about this cocaine here? Luggage racks full, they take my bag, stew it in the hole with all the undocumented. You're born with nothing, you die with nothing. The rest is all heavy baggage. So welcome to your wonderful world on Mother's Day, Mother's Night at Spoken and Heard Kickbutt Coffee Shop. You are alive.
All right, give it up for Tom Moonbird, who's groovy even without the Airport Boulevard experience. And see, Tom is also really into recycling. If you look at his top hat, he is using a Christmas headband. It's lit up. See, he conserves, he reuses, he recycles. He is Tom Moon. Yes. So coming up next to the stage.
Who's next?
Huh?
Yes, who is next?
Coming up next to the stage, we have the return of Chris Tan.
Yay, Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
You're up, Chris.
Oh, I like the energy on a Mother's Day. There we go. You guys are all out here on a Mother's Day dinner. Very naughty kids. I guess I am too. Did any of you guys get to like hang out with your mom today, like in person? Ah, cool. Cross that off the list. What about you guys? No, you did? Not you. Yeah, it's interesting on Mother's Day, cause no, I don't have a good segue for that. I was trying to like be more smooth and flow into the shit, but let's just get into it. In college, I decided to study religion, dude. And when I told my mom, she was like, "Whoa, you mispronounced business.
Yeah.
Can't get an MBA with a stutter." My mom, she was harsh though, but she was cool. When I was 14, she bought me a Playboy magazine. And in exchange, she wanted to know one simple answer that every mom wants to know. Is he gay? Yeah. That's something that most moms don't care about, but every mom wants to know, right? They gotta know. They gotta want to know. And so she was just like, yeah, just like, choose whatever you want. And I was like, all right, randomly, all right, college edition. Perfect. And then my mom looks at it, community college. Put that back. So I got the Harvard edition. Let's see. My parents, they met in Texas, so I was like born and raised here, and like I didn't go to Harvard, but I like went to school in the Northeast. And when I told people I was from Texas, they're like, "Whoa, what the fuck, man? Like the whole country thinks Texans are racist, but we're trying to be open-minded." Like I was at Walmart and I just mentioned I was Chinese. This guy goes, "That's okay. I acknowledge you. That's not progressive, but that's progress." I'll take it, man. Texans, they want to be woke. They just suck ass. Texans will see a Filipino chick and think, My God, that's a sexy Mexican. That's a Sexican. Damn. Whoa, you got a wife, Mr. McConaughey. All right, all right. I'm guessing you're definitely not Filipino. I'm Korean?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Wait, yes.
Korean. Chinese. Fuck. Oh, Malaysian. Indonesian. Puerto Rican.
Keep guessing. Connections.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm running out of countries. Cambodian. Too light skinned. Shit. North Korean. You're definitely the Korean. Oh, Japanese. Fuck. Malaysia. Vietnamese. Oh my
Vietnamese.
God. Oh. Right next to Puerto Rico. I knew it. Damn. Oh God. It's been a while since I've taken geography.
Yep.
Are you from Texas though? Ah. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, man. It's been a lot of Asian hate crimes recently, right? It's crazy, man. And it's weird because of COVID, Asians are getting killed. But, like, in the 2008, during the recession, when the banks collapsed, nobody was killing Jews. Didn't make sense, man. Yeah. And I remember, like, 6 weeks ago in Atlanta, like, during the shootings, there were, like, 6 Asian women who were shot in the head. And there were some cops who said it wasn't a hate crime. And that was a night when I feel like Asians could, like, truly empathize with black people. And I told that to a black friend. He's like, nah, man, we got nothing in common. Nah, man. People think we all look the same. Yeah, me too. No, man. People always talk about the size of my penis. Yeah, me too. We kept going back and forth shooting the shit. And that night, we solved racism, dude. We fixed it. That's got to be the most woke way of saying, we fucked. In bed, the same song kept playing over and over. Black and yellow, black and yellow. You know what it is. Fuck the police, coming straight from the underground. A young Nick. No. I forgot the lyrics. Oh, my God. So, somebody asked me a really interesting question, though. He was like, Chris, when you see an Asian girl with a black guy, does that make you jealous? And I was like, no, that just means more white girls. I do get pissed when I see an Asian chick with a white chick. Then we got a problem. That's fucked. Are you dating like one of these handsome men over here? There we go. Look at you. Busy working on that artwork. Actually, it makes sense. He's probably the most artsy one, and you're the most artsy one right there. Got a nice, yeah, even the mask said it all. Damn. Even your mask has personality. God. I got vaccinated a couple weeks ago, like fully, and now I've been hanging out with friends. No need to clap. Not a hero, guys. Couldn't even fucking guess her ethnicity. God, it took me like 90 tries. I had to go to a separate continent to fucking guess. That's so bad, man. We can't be friends. We can't hang out. She's like, fuck, man, this guy doesn't know shit. You don't know shit. But I've been hanging out with friends, and I feel like these days, like, all you can do with friends is just like 2 things. You either get food or get high. The options are so limited. Shit gets boring, man. Either way, you end up with a hot spoon. And now, like, people are like obsessed with food. They like to like take pictures of it, put it on Instagram. Everybody's got like an encyclopedic knowledge of like restaurants they want to visit. This is the perfect time to be overweight. You're not a fatty, you're a foodie. That's the official term for pre-diabetic. And I feel like Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it, man.
Yep. Yeah, appreciate that joke.
Oh, thanks,
I'm
man.
overweight.
Thanks, man. That joke is targeted towards slim white girls who do yoga. Those are the ones who definitely have a list of restaurants. And let's see. Yeah, these. I feel like there are like a lot of like these yoga white girls who like know a lot more restaurants than I do. Like even more like Asian restaurants. I like try to walk into a Thai restaurant. She's like, nah, man, go to Thai Palace down the street. Wrong place. Wrong place. I recently learned from like a new friend that there's this fetish out there where you can be sexually attracted to intelligence. It's called yellow fever. Right?
Oh, very
Yeah,
good.
I'm not a
very
chink. I'm your next kink, baby. I know everybody in here is getting bored of eating ass. I got y'all. And that fetish is what put Asians on girls' radars. Because then I would see like sorority girls watching K-pop. Now we're fucking. Asians are getting momentum. And then Crazy Rich Asians came out. Now we're boning. We were getting momentum. And then COVID hit. Fuck! We got cock blocked, dude. In 2020, we lost so much pussy. Our stock was so high and then it dropped. We got game stopped. Dude, you know how embarrassing it is for an Asian to get game stopped? Dude, it's like seeing a cracker get lynched. Just the irony will kill you.
Yes, it will.
Man, and there are people out there who got the balls to blame China for creating the virus. Why would we cockblock ourselves? It's so stupid. We're the smartest people in the world. You think we're going to end it the second we start fucking? Fuck no, man. We're hooking up with girls like Beverly and Bridget. You think I'm fucking bats? Nah, man. Appreciate it.
That's
That guy's
very
definitely
good.
got yellow fever. I'll see you at the hotel. Yeah, I think that's everything on my mind. Thanks so much for listening, guys. I appreciate it.
Well, well done. Thank you.
I give it up for Chris Tan.
All right, get it up for Chris Tan.
And actually, Chris.
Here, wait, let me get away from this guy. Hold on.
And actually, Chris, when I think my early 20s, my mom actually did give me a Playboy, and that was actually after I came out as gay. Yeah.
Conversion therapy.
Well, good thing she didn't give you a Hustler.
I know. I actually did when I was a kid. I saw this Hustler humor magazine.
See, because, I mean, at least Playboy, they make an attempt to be artistic, you know, with like fog machines and stuff. Hustler, they're on toilets. That's just, and yes, I've seen it, all right? Damn.
Did you know that I think Fahrenheit 451, did that premiere in Playboy?
What?
I heard somewhere that Fahrenheit 451 premiered in Playboy.
I don't know.
He only reads it for
But
the
yeah,
article.
well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was, you know, because honestly, it's like the oldest joke in the book, but they do have some good literature in there.
Now, see,
They do, yes.
Playboy was the magazine that you left out for your mom to accidentally find, and that's okay. It's Playboy,
Yeah.
but you kept the good magazines like hidden.
Under the mattress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones that just got to it, you know.
All the men are concurring. Yeah, analog porn. Yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah, but before all you had to do was this. Oh. All right, Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
Oh, yes. Next we have...
While you are drumming up the list, don't forget about the drink specials. $5.25 will get you anything your heart desires. I totally recommend. Ernie, what is that? That I totally recommend the Kickbutt Bloody Mary. It has sriracha sauce instead of Tabasco. It's really good. And if you're suffering from allergies, boop, it'll pop you open.
I have to read this. Maggie Gypsy Twin Camera. I'm not sure if I'm saying the last name correctly. Said, I'm born Northern California. Was babysat daily by the true hippies in the real Hippie Hollow. Portuguese family from the Azores. All my Portuguese side of the family are in Fall River, Massachusetts. On the other side of the tracks in Boston. Irish one side of the tracks, Portuguese on the other side.
It almost sounds like a rap.
You could probably turn that into a rap.
I hear a beat in there. Okay, anyway. Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
Straight from the Streamverse.
The streaming universe.
I'm a hypoglycemic
the
doctor.
virtual.
Oh, never mind.
The virtual spoken and heard stage.
Yes.
Present.
Might I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, your next candidate, Mr. Reggie Goodwin.
Run, dun, 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 dun.
Please direct your attention to the monitor on the stage.
So this was a poem I read to my mother at the nursing home. She passed away 12 years ago Friday. It's called Notes on Jazz. Little colored boys in berets, ooh papa dog, horse a fantasy of days, ooh liaku and dig all plays, flatted fists, Langston Hughes selected poems. The night is a woman calling me into her bosom. The rhythm beats into my nefesh, sinusoidal waves penetrate my flesh, resonating in the marrow of my bones. Heartbeat tones droning my eardrums, intoning eargasms, creating spasms in my spirit. As I hear it, I bop my head and tap my feet to an auditory treat, closing my eyes to sight, meditating in the darkness of night as the night is a woman calling me into her bosom, the prism of light in the dark night. The interest that allowed the planting of my seed, the exit episiotomy from a woman's anatomy. I emerged to shout my first notes in unknown tongues before clearing my throat to form spoken words, my lungs breath, blow trumpets to heaven, my jubal hands stroke guitars, violins, keyboards, synthesizers, drums, bongos, and writing pens. What is this? It is a return to the original bebop, mop, skeetawop, doo-wop of life before life and the affairs of this life, drowned out time for self-communion and union with the internal universe when we bebopped and hip-hopped in the curve-spinning black hole singularity throne of the birth of our souls, occasionally invaded by full-color 4D ultrasound representations of reality when we needed no language to distinguish rhythmic heartbeats surrounding our nefesh, sinusoidal waves penetrating our flesh, resonating in the marrow of our developing bones, the tones of her heart distinguishing our universe, her womb, from a tune. Because jazz, omniscience, is a woman calling us into her bosom, calling us into direct communion with her dark, infinite essence. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, yes. Wonderful.
All right, give it up for our president-elect Reggie Goodwin. Hashtag Goodwin 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Getting ready to get close to Christmas, you can start calling him Dr. Goodwin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
That's right. Yes.
Doctor in the house.
Heading toward his doctorate. Oh, Reggie, I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
When it comes to childhood nicknames, I did notice yours.
Yes.
And it kind of reminded me of my ex-husband who was black. His nickname was Pig.
Pig.
And what was your nickname?
It was Stink.
I've noticed it's like childhood pet names can be a little derogatory sometimes.
Why was he called
Well,
Pig?
But I mean, no. I mean, when I was little, they called me Pebbles. Don't ask me. I don't know what.
Because you were stunned all the time.
Well, it was the reason. It was the reason why my parents were so adamant of getting me potty trained before one, because my diapers were apparently very substantial. And those were the days that you didn't have like these disposable diapers, so
No,
you
they were
literally had the
cloth,
cloth
man.
ones, and you had to wash them. So,
Yeah.
I was raised
You're
on
full
those
of it.
two. Yep.
All of it.
See, that's funny. That kind of reminds me, like, okay, if my kids were watching this or if they heard this, to be like, Mom, oh my God. My daughter, my youngest, she's 15 now, she basically trained herself. She was like 1.5 climbing up on the changing table. All she needed was like, what do you call it? What do you call it when you climb mountains? The rope.
Repelling.
There you go. She would just climb up there herself, lay down, and go do it. I'm like, all right, God.
I'm suddenly thinking
Old
of
soul.
Rugrats, that Nickelodeon cartoon.
Pretty close. Yeah. And my son was 4, and I was like, look, if you don't get potty trained, I can't put you in preschool. Come on, man. Yeah.
Apparently, when I was a baby, I would, according to my mom, I would If she brought me a bottle, I would throw it back if it was too cold or if it was too warm. I would throw it back at her until it was just right.
That sounds okay. You know what? Now you training me to wrap cords makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's got to be this way. It's got to be this temperature.
Because, see, we run a production company. Pre-COVID, we were like going all over Texas. And he trained me how to do all this stuff, setting up a stage. And one of the basic things is learning how to wrap a mic cord. Mm. And if I didn't get it right, he literally would do it again.
Yeah. I'd unravel it and throw it on the floor. Do it again.
Yeah. And he likes me. So what does that tell you? Okay, Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
Coming up next.
Oh, wait, P.S. Before you finish up your coming up next, wear your masks, people. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? Go ahead.
We have, returning the stage, we have Nikolai.
All right. Oh, no. Ernie, stop. Stop. Okay. Guys, this is a show. We're not... This isn't the opera. Oh, bravo. Bloody good show. Marvelous. Get nuts. Give it up for Nikolai. That's better.
Yeah, why aren't you pieces of shit laughing louder?
Yes.
I'm still not potty trained.
Do it.
So I only date women that I'm not attracted to, so that way when I can't get it up, I have a good excuse.
Uh-huh. We're still listening.
So my mom didn't give me a hustler, but she did give me her Bang Bros login and password. So I'm actually George Floyd's jiu-jitsu coach. I'm not very good at my job.
Oh, that's for sure.
So I'm writing a movie about an exorcist that works primarily with Middle Eastern people. It's called Osama Bin Resurrected. It's starring Scarlett Johansson as the ghost of Osama Bin Laden.
Big hit.
Tom Moon, what'd you think of that one?
I thought that was reasonably good. I like the punchline, the hit.
Tom, don't fuck this up for me. These people aren't being loud at all. There's a bunch of Asian hipsters in this room.
Oh, I've seen them. There were the cameras on them. They're quite funny.
So I'm into Christian pornography. It's just two fully grown adults in jeans having desperate sex through their zippers.
Oh, painful.
Yeah, why do dogs and gang members get to wear bandanas? It's like, whoa, I didn't know your pup was a Crip.
Bloodies.
Tom Moon actually wrote that joke. I paid him $600,000 for it. Tom, did you get my Venmo?
Yes, I did, and I've cashed it in, but apparently you are not existent identity on Venmo.
Tom, quit talking shit. I have a lot writing on this.
You're doing fine.
So I go to the Tina, let me start that one again. So I go to the Tina Turner Boxing Academy. Whole lot of footwork, whole lot of defense, whole lot of head movement.
Mm-hmm.
Jose, put the rock down!
That's an impression of me losing in a street fight to a Vietnam veteran.
Reggie liked that one.
Invincible, a.k.a. Evil Superman.
Yeah.
I really hate my penis. If there was a buyback program for penis, I would trade mine in for like a donut or a Pfizer vaccine.
Good shot.
One thing I learned from being a child of divorce is that it's not my fault, no matter how many condoms I would slip into my dad's pockets before he went to work. I think the worst thing about knowing my dad cheated on my mom is that he used fucking condoms.
He was responsible.
Tom Moon and I actually used to be TSA agents. We would go out to the Terminal 7 on our breaks and we'd smoke a lot of weed.
Absolutely.
One day we came back in and we saw a bunch of Middle Eastern people with box cutters. And we said, fuck it, we'll let them through. I learned that day not to judge a book by its cover. I remember it like it was yesterday. Unfortunately, it was not yesterday. It was September 11th, 2001. Let's give it up for 9/11, y'all!
They're too young to know.
Tom, please shut the fuck up.
Good try, Nikolai.
I bet homeless meat tastes pretty terrible, but I'm still willing to try it. If it's one thing I learned from watching Invincible, it's that sometimes your dad needs to whoop your bitch ass. I got a divorce. My marriage was ended by referee stoppage due to an armbar. She got the house and the championship belt. I got an AK-47 and killed that bitch.
Uh-oh.
Asian women are mysterious. They have extensive knowledge of potions. Tom Moon is pretty smooth. He has extensive knowledge of lotions.
It rhymes. It rhymes.
I really appreciate being able to come down to Kickbutt and do this. COVID messed everything up. I really haven't traveled anywhere since 2014. I went on a trip to New Mexico, and everyone got altitude sickness but me on the way up, so we were just stopping on the highway, and my aunt was throwing up into her own hands. And we get there, and we go to a Mexican restaurant, which is weird because we're Mexican. Like, you think we'd be tired of it.
Yeah.
But I never really fit in with them because I'm half. I'm one of those half-breeds. I'm mudblood. Let's give it up for Harry Potter, y'all!
They're too young to know Harry Potter.
Tom, if I see you in a Walmart parking lot, I'm going to try my best, but I'll let you beat my ass with a rebar.
Hey, Nikolai.
And so I chose the spiciest jalapenos on a chalupa at this Mexican restaurant just to prove that I was indeed Latino. And so we went back home and we watched Paranormal Activity, and it scared the shit out of me, y'all. That scene when he's dragging the dude down the stairs, I just pictured me and Tom Moon 69ing out of fear.
What imagination.
Tom Moon is my gay lover. We finished watching Paranormal Activity. We go to sleep. I sleep on an air mattress. I wake up just projectile vomiting in the air. Nature's alarm clock. And since then, I haven't been out of fucking Texas, y'all. Anytime I think about traveling, I get nauseous.
Yeah.
I just say to myself, why can't I be Vietnamese? Why can't I be a graphic designer? Why don't I know how to fucking read?
Oh.
Okay. Thanks, y'all.
Nikolai, well done, well done.
All right, give it up for Nikolai.
Man, I'm missing all my cues today.
I know you really are, Ernie.
I'm out of sync.
Where's your mojo, man?
It's because I was ready like a half hour early, which isn't right. I'm supposed to be scrambling at the last minute, you know?
Lucky,
So it's
you
throwing me
start
off.
late anyway. You start late
that
anyway.
kind of reminds
You
me.
need the adrenaline rush.
That kind of reminds me of when we'd never get sleep on the tour bus. Oh man, that'd screw everything up. Alrighty, lost in thought. Who is coming up next?
Up next.
And wait. Real quick, I do see some people wearing their masks on their chins.
Oh.
That does not cover your air holes.
I was
Just
going to give
trying
a
to be
thumbs up,
safe.
but that's not a thumbs up, is it?
Huh?
I was giving a thumbs up, but that's not a thumbs up.
What?
I was giving a thumbs up, but I guess it's not a thumbs up thing.
Oh, was it this? Oh, okay. Well, okay. Continue.
Well, that's something up. Up next, we have a new voice.
Oh, Ernie, we got to do it. We got to do the new voice. New voice!
But I think our new voice is setting up behind me right now.
Ah. Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, shame, lost in thought.
Actually,
Bad host.
I think it's part of the new voice, right? It's part of the new voice. Yes. So yes, I was actually right, Hot Tamale. Ha!
Whatever.
For once.
Yeah, for once in the last 12 years. Uh-huh. All right, continue, lost in thought.
So, this is actually going to be quite a unique act, from what I understand.
And this is where you can keep talking.
Do you understand anything at all?
No.
No.
Whoa.
I figured that
Keep
much.
talking, or else I'm gonna have to do Rapper's Delight cold.
I don't know what I should talk about.
Oh God.
Why is it unique?
What?
Why is it unique?
Why is it unique?
Oh. Well, I don't want to give everything away. You know,
Give it
there's
away,
a little bit of
baby.
mystery to it.
Give away 25% of it, just so some sound can come out of your mouth.
Okay, I'll say this. Canvas.
What? So what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat.
Rapping.
Cause me, my crew, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. See, I am Wonder Mike, and I'd like to say hello. Come on, man.
I mean, okay, so from what I understand, they're going to be painting as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Music and paint. I love it.
That would be great. Shit, I'm not sure what to, I mean, should I come
Well,
up?
you know what? What you can do is introduce the people. But what I am going to tell you is whilst they are setting up, make sure to support your local open mic venue.
Yes.
And go order something from the bar. Everything here is very delicious.
Yes, it is.
Liquid or solid?
I did have the pepperoni
Liquid,
pizza.
solid. We have cookies. We have nachos. We have Mexican Coke, which is the best Coke in the universe.
With
Duh.
real sugar.
Real sugar.
Ooh, yum.
Not the corn syrup.
Okay, I know where that's coming from.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. I'm not a sound engineer, so I can't diagnose.
It's the little white speakers because they're EQ a little higher.
Okay, it sounds a little
Where are the
better.
little white speakers?
Okay, lost in thought. Introduce the band.
So they're called the Dalal Bros. Actually, nope. It's just Joey.
What?
There
Let me look at this.
There's some confusion here.
Guys,
it is
I'm
the
really
Dalal
sorry.
Bros.
He's
Yeah.
only been doing this for 12 years.
Nope,
He's,
it is the
he's
it is
still
the
kind of
one.
new at it.
It is the
Sorry.
Dalal Bros coming up next.
This
I'm
went much
sorry.
better at rehearsal.
know,
I was right the first time around. I should
No,
have
you
trusted my
weren't.
instinct. Yes.
Never.
The painter is coming up next.
All right. Okay, Ernie, if you need to help him, go ahead.
Yes, but yes. Let's,
So,
Get off the stage.
yes. The actual new voice act, first time here on this stage. Let's hear it for the Dalal Bros.
Check, test. All right. Ooh, I like that little intro. Can we hear both of us at the same time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a little lower volume. La 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 la. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
you hear him okay?
Yes,
All right.
we can.
So I'm going to read a story I wrote, and my brother's gonna do the music, all improvised. So
Wonderful.
thank you. Part 1, revelation. Tension sitting in his brow and conflict swimming through his restless legs, Gibran laid wake on his bed as a beam of moonlight, having found its way through his window, slept upon his face. Unlike daytime, with its many commitments and commands, midnight had not given Gibran good excuse to distract him from his abandoned self. Be it that he were asked, he would exclaim how bountiful and blessed his life was, having been born into a family as rich with love as they were with gold, married to a woman as tender-hearted as she was beautiful, and earning his livelihood plotting shelters for the poor, an occupation as reputable to his peers as it was meaningful to himself. This mask keeps falling off. But in truth, all meaning was feigned. Looking to the full moon and having the sense that she were looking back at him, Gibran allowed his restless soul to confide in her. You who resides in the celestial sea, for what purpose do you relate to us the sun's message, whose language is foreign to us? For what reason do you push and pull our oceans, whose waves capsize our boats one day and helm the seafarer the next? And with what resolve do you look upon earth from the cold silence of space, that you do not quake and tremble as I would in your place? Reveal to me your secret. A gust of wind took listen, carrying Gibran's thoughts to lands far gone, offering in their place an instrument of silence for the universe to play her song, whose lyrics were dense with all of life. Buried beneath your ignorance, engulfed by shadows that sit centered within your soul, lies my greatest treasure. Gibran took to his knees in meditation of these words, but sensing the unwelcome visitors that were his thoughts fast returning to their abode, with desperation he seized the stage to sing another plea. If you would be so generous as to provide me a map to your treasure, I would worship you till my dying breath, for my ears have long waited to hear the revelation that may satiate my starving heart. She responded, to hear of it, you must carve the ears of their drums, for the ear would rather be slave to sound than the silence my secret speaks with. To see it, you must tear the eyes from their sockets, for the eye is in bondage to the sun, whose gift of light blinds him from the formless. To hold it, you must amputate the hands from their body, for no hand can clasp at air and claim the heavens are at his mercy. Her voice began to camouflage with colors familiar, but Gibran could hear her faintly still. Shed your clothes, Gibran, and the clothes beneath your clothes, and the clothes beneath your clothes beneath your clothes, that, not unlike the eclipse of the moon, who keeps the earth a stranger to her heart, obscures you to yourself. The night, though once again ordinary, echoed with whispers of the divine. And as if a tree whose roots solid in earth had been torn from their mother, Gibran fell heavy to his bed, breathed deep breaths, and in vain sought to capture with his mind the message painted upon his spirit, until the pull of his dreams had become so powerful, he sunk into them like quicksand. Part 2, Illusion. Gibran woke not to the dead morning in which he would march through his rituals as if an automaton, but to a planet unfamiliar, in which all things breathed in and out the universe's mystery. In a raging current of beautiful confusion, Gibran's feet stood delicate and unsteady. He thought about the words that he had listened to last night, and he realized in this confusion, he must find something that he can attach himself to, something that he can cling to, hold on to. And the words that echoed, Gibran, shed your clothes, they echoed. The end.
Wow. Amazing. Different. Unique.
That's me on the trombone.
Trombone.
Hey, no, it's not.
Ándale, Lane.
Well, that was special.
Yes, let's hear it
Yes.
for the Dalal Bros.
All right. That was really pretty.
It
I like that.
was. I kept picturing like as it was like the finale to a series or some heartfelt kind of thing. It just made me feel very nostalgic.
I just kept picturing like a girl dancing behind the
Ballet
keyboard.
dancer.
Yeah, ballet.
More delicate.
Any
Belly
dance,
dancer.
any dance, just like slow motion sort. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm sticking with ballet.
As Lawson Thought would say, it reminds me of a scene from Twin Peaks. Something like that.
Actually, that's
Oh
Or
my
the
God.
Golden
Okay,
Girls.
I've been hanging around you way too long if I just read your mind. All right, Lawson Thought. Who is coming up next?
so we do have another new voice.
Ernie, do it for me, man.
We want the painter.
New voice.
And yes, this voice is actually coming up next. And yes, they will be rushing up the stage. We have Joey.
What's up, guys? I've never done anything like this, but hoping it'll be fun. I'm gonna do a little combination of stickers and writing and drawing and stuff. So he's gonna play some more beautiful music, and I'm gonna draw, and so hope you guys chill and like it and have more drinks. All right,
Yeah.
let's roll. right, y'all. So the stickers are a collection of some of my favorite artists and some movies and stuff. And then the quote is from a Bill Gunn movie, Ganja and Hess. So the only perversions that can comfortably be condemned are the perversions of others. I will persist and survive without God's or society's sanction. I will not be tortured, I will not be punished, and I will not be guilty. And the sun compels me to make art. And yeah, thanks. Y'all.
Yeah.
That had a very Bob Ross feel to it.
Yes.
No, but much groovier.
Much groovier.
I tagged Saturday Night Live. I said, "You guys need to take notes."
Yeah, I was. Well, first I'll give it up for Joey.
Yes,
Yeah.
Joey.
Yeah.
Lost in Thought was just saying he was very relaxed right now.
Yeah,
That's why I started chuckling before I got up. He's like, I'm so relaxed. I was like, okay.
I mean, that was giving me like ASMR, Bob Ross, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood kind of thing.
Yeah, it was Bob Ross with Mr. Rogers' music behind it.
No.
Yeah, like
It was very comforting.
but much more relevant.
Well, no, I
groovy.
mean, yeah, it's like when Mr. Rogers would he'd be doing something, or he'd go to that little town. What was it called? The little city. You remember he'd get in the train. The land of make believe.
Thank
There
you.
you go. Yes, and there'd be little piano music like that.
Okay, yes, you got me there. Okay, Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next? Oh, wait a minute. Whilst you're looking for that, don't forget about the drink specials. All mixed drinks, $5.25. Get your antioxidants and your booze at the same time. And if you want to come up on here and perform your mojo gone. If you want to come up on stage and perform, you got to wear your mask. If you want to be in this amazing venue, you got to wear your mask. Just letting you know, we want to keep it safe. We want to keep it sexy. And you don't want to make me angry.
Yeah, if you need to take a drink, just pull the mask down like
Do
this,
it, Ernie B. Show them how it's done.
and just put it back
Yeah.
on. Easy as pie.
Ernie's very talented. Not only.
And I'm gonna do that again now, but with a beer.
Wait, with the beer bottle, do it.
The pause that refreshes.
See, not only can he run cameras, run sound, he can also hygienically drink a beer.
And I can do it intoxicated.
Ernie, did you
Oh God!
did you see?
It's actually easier. It's like, okay.
Did you see me and the spirits over here actually copying what you were doing?
Huh?
He was actually copying what you were doing. As you
Oh,
were-
good.
yeah.
See? It worked then.
Cool beans. All right.
All right.
Knowledge is power.
Yes, it is. Schoolhouse Rock. So coming up next, we have another new voice.
Ooh, Ernie, give it to me again. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. New voice.
Yes.
I honestly lost it. I think that's my new thing. I think I'm gonna stick with it. I like it.
Voice.
Okay.
Yes. Let's hear it for Tina.
Woo!
Hi, guys. I just wrote a little piece about growing older, and I wanted to share it with you guys today. Here goes. It's called Lessons at 27. So last month, I turned 27. And although my 30s loom in the near distance, 27 is full of youth and vigor, and I'm barely at the peak of my existence. As time ushers us forward and the decades pile up behind us, I'm reminding myself not to dread the upcoming years, but to appreciate that life, in the very essence of its presence, is timeless. As the question of how we're living the rest of our days consumes us wholly, I'm reminding myself that I don't know and I may not have full control. But the best I can do is to not let these anchors slow me. As experience upon exposure desensitizes me into becoming hardened, I'm reminding myself that it's always okay to cry and cry, because tears are nourishing, and the saddest thing would be to watch the world turn us into dismal, dying gardens. And as the minutes tick on, and I'm finding myself without much to say anymore, I'm reminding myself to break barriers and fervently feel and earnestly express, because look around us, there's infinity contained in a moment, and nothing is actually a bore. Here's a reminder that no matter our age, we're someone's sage, that growing older is not about growing colder, that living up our hours is not about giving up our powers. And maybe everything I just said is entirely wrong, but I'm just a human being moving along. And so I guess life is not about knowing, but really it's more about flowing. Thank you.
And now, here with your action sports, here's Hot Tamale and Lost in Thought on Channel 5.
Give it up for Tina.
Give it up for Tina.
I'm sorry, I had to do that. This sounds like news music, you know?
It really does. Okay, and I gotta fix this. Keep talking.
That was a nice little powerful piece. I was going to say, does her dress match her mask? I was going to say, it almost looks like the same
let me
design.
Kind of looks like the
Here,
same
wait.
pattern.
Tina, stand up.
Oh,
you
she's
are.
standing up. I was going to say, does your dress...
stand out. My bad.
Your dress almost seems to match your mask.
Oh, he was trying to see if it went to get your mask.
But yeah, it does match.
But it coordinates. It coordinates.
Yes. It's fashion positive.
Utter and total appreciation. Staying healthy and staying fashionable at the same time.
Tina is wearing a lovely ensemble.
And that's when you go.
No, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It does make me think of the end of Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Oh,
when Christine Applegate was doing that impromptu fashion show at the end. So yeah,
I think that was the first movie that had a title that was that long.
Probably.
You know, it was like, what the hell kind of entitled for a movie is that, you know?
I've got a very bad memory about that movie, and I will tell you why.
Ooh. Okay.
I was cleaning movie theaters when that came out, and people are disgusting in movie theaters. It was gross. It's like, I swear, the crew before us, they messed it up so bad. They hated the boss, and then I found out why. They actually wrote, and if I offend somebody, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They actually wrote in shit in the men's bathroom wall, clean it your own damn self. I walked in like that. I was like, bye.
So see, I've experienced that in the bathroom before, but I was working a concert, and we were there in the morning with the sound crew, and Slipknot was playing.
Slipknot,
yeah, but they didn't write anything on the wall. They just smeared shit all over the bathrooms at 9 a.m. Good morning. Ooh.
No, these people got artistic. They put parentheses and everything. I was like, okay.
You know, punctuation is important.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, apparently I did that, but I was one at the time.
And you wrote a poem and shit?
No.
Crickets. All right, Lost in Thought. As you were writing with your diaper contents, who's coming up next?
So that's terribly rude. So I'm just thinking of your story, but like coming up next, it's not a new voice, but it is a new name. They just changed their name.
To protect innocent.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The artist formerly known as Alvaro.
He was doing pretty good on that.
Yes.
He really was.
Will now be Phoenix by the Sea.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Great name, Alvaro.
name is still Alvaro.
Hello, Alvaro.
Hey, Tom.
Tom wishes you well.
Thank you, Tom. So my name is still Alvaro. I just thought Phoenix by the Sea was a nice pen name. Thank you for that last poem, Tina. I'm also 27, and I have the 27 blues as well. I actually wrote this poem when I was around 24, and I wanted to make a lot of changes. So I changed my life completely by the time I was 25. So, pretty impactful moment. But this poem is called Cemetery by the Sea. It's inspired by a French poem by the same name by Paul Valéry. Does anyone speak French in here by any chance? Un peu? Oui?
Oui.
I'll start it off with a quote from it. I really like the poem, but it's just so long and complicated. I still don't understand what it means. La mer, toujours recommence. The sea, always receding. I face the sea as I face the world, a tear in an ocean, a meaningless mass in the way of a wave breaking, unopposed. The tide comes, whatever I may think or do, it comes. It will always come and break without me someday, I suppose. But today I stand and face it, the waves by the sea, and the wind mocking me gently and shaking my script. It rises, somehow. It will always rise and mock. But I came to the sea to see if here I could be somehow more than before, and know more than I knew when on land I could not. And while I was out on shore by the sea, I wrote a nice song, a poem perhaps, one that left me and that will not come back. Unlike the sea and its waves receding, its wind knocking and mocking, ever beings. My pages wet and bent, my hair also wet, sand everywhere, such is the sea. It stops for no one, least of all me, for I came here to grow, but now my feet are asleep. All my pages are moist, curling and torn, and my book, let's just say unreturnable. So I still do not know what was meant in that poem, Cemetery by the Sea, but I imagine it was something like this. I face the sea and the world, and the waves never stop, and the wind always rises. So let's get out of this sand. It is not for us. Let's go to land where we can dry. Let's live where we can, how we can. For we cannot break the waves, and neither can they reach our souls. And only the flesh can the wind mock and touch. Although it would be more romantic if I had said it in French. La mer, toujours recommence. Et quand les vents se lèvent, il faut tenter de vivre. The sea, always receding. And when the wind rises, we must rise up against it. Rise up, y'all.
Hey, hello. Phoenix by the Sea, yeah.
Yes, let's hear it for Phoenix by the Sea.
Yeah.
The artist formerly known as Alvaro.
Yes.
See, now you need a symbol.
They call him Phoenix down by the sea. Yeah. Maybe you can come up with that song.
And you could have an album cover where you point at it to like this. You know.
What?
He's gonna read you some poems for you and me.
I'm not going to make fun of you, man. It's too easy. Let's keep going.
Well.
And see, I'm doing this just caffeinated and not drunk. All right. Speaking of drunk, don't forget about the drink specials.
Nice segue.
Yeah, I know. $5.25 for all mixed drinks. Like I said, I totally recommend the Kickbutt Bloody Mary. Support your open mic bar. Bloody Mary. Or you can just get something as simple and awesome as a whiskey and a Coke. If you're legal.
And they have a vast selection of cold beers.
Yeah, we've got, there's actually, oh, okay, I see it over there. And that shows these glasses are working. They actually carry Fat Tire. They have Arrogant Bastard.
Arrogant Bastard.
I see Stella Artois. I see Celis. Hey, if you live in Austin, you need to try Celis because it's brewed in Austin. Enough said.
Hold on, I gotta get a shot of that.
What, the beer?
Of the beers, yeah. Hold on.
Oh, can you do it?
Yeah, watch this.
Okay.
You can do anything.
It's hard to zoom in that tight,
Ernie
though.
B, engineer.
Wait, are you using this or that?
No, the rear camera.
Okay.
But it takes a second to do it. There we go.
Topped up.
So my voguing is going completely unnoticed?
Yeah, you're not off camera. I can zoom in pretty tight. Let's
Okay,
see.
well, while you're zooming, lost in thought, who is coming up next?
So coming up next, he premiered last week, actually.
Oh, so it's the return, the sequel.
Yes.
Nice.
Making a comeback to our stage, we have Me and the Spirits.
There we go. While Ernie B helps our artists, please make sure to go over to the bar and buy something delicious to eat or drink. And please keep your mask on if you are not actively eating or drinking. This is a public service announcement from Spoken and Heard.
No sound?
Yeah, my volume is at center full.
Yeah, turn the volume up all the way. Sure. On the guitar, not the amp.
My volume is all the way. Is the amp on? Oh, the amp might not be on.
There you go.
You want me to still crank my volume all the way up?
Yeah, turn it up a little more, yeah. There it is. Boom.
Check. All right. Hello. I'm Me and the Spirits, and I'm going to play Nephew. Sorry about that. Just want to turn that down just a little bit. Nephew, don't you understand? Men bleed for this land. Superficial secrets covered in sand. Nephew, don't you understand? Nephew, have you held a gun, taken a life from nephew. Are you in the dark? Are your heels bruised? Have you walked too far? Nephew, nephew, nephew. Thank you. Yes, I'm just trying to. Thank you very much for that. I'm just trying to decide whether I should play the Headstones or Gone Baby Gone. I think I'm gonna go with Headstones. Mr. and Mrs. Headstone, Mr. and Mrs. Headstone, Mr. and Mrs. Headstone walk together now alone, chilling down to their bones, Mr. and Mrs. Headstone. Spent their years sharing tears, giving smiles ear to ear. Mr. and Mrs. Headstone, Mr. and Mrs. Headstone. Down below the crusted earth, true love finds its worth. Deep below God's old dirt, true love finds its worth. Mr. and Mrs. Headstone, Mr. and Mrs. Headstone, Mr. and Mrs. Headstone. Over their coffins trees have grown, dancing to their morbid tone, Mr. and Mrs. Headstone, Mr. and Mrs. Headstone, Mr. and Mrs. Headstone. Thank you. Me and the spirits.
Mighty fine, mighty fine.
Ernie, you gotta explain that.
Mighty fine.
Ernie, you gotta explain that.
Move that mic back over where it was.
I am.
Okay.
Explain your mighty fine.
Hey, don't tell me what to do.
Whatever.
Mighty fine. It takes people like you to make people like me. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Can't make them think either.
Pretty is what pretty does.
Hey,
Don't
let's
take
hear it.
no wooden nickels.
First off, let's hear it for me and the spirits.
Woo!
Second off, I'm still not understanding Ernie B.
Keep smiling, huh?
I still don't get it. What's the reference?
It's not. They're just little sayings. You know?
Okay, but you gotta say who is the one that does that.
Well, that's Roadhog. That's Lester Moran and his Cadillac Cowboys.
Ernie used to listen to a lot of trucker music in the 70s.
Well, that's not trucker music though.
Well,
it's a long story. It's just.
Well, one of these days you need to make it like a 3-4-parter. Lost in Thought, who is coming up next?
We have another returning voice.
Returning voice. Ernie, do the bar PSA.
Buy, purchase, consume, enjoy.
I'll scare you into buying something.
Okay, I'll buy something. Just don't do that again.
So coming up next, we have Ricky.
Woo!
Hello, I'm Ricky. How is everyone doing? Doing good? That's great. We're all gonna stand here awkwardly, or sit here, you guys are sitting, while I make sure my guitar is tuned, because I'm really OCD about my guitar being tuned.
Tuning is important.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Especially that pesky B string.
You're right.
It's always the B string. For some reason, it's like, hey, you can never get it quite in tune. It's always a little off.
And when you're restringing the G string, that's a dangerous game to play.
Yeah. Oh, and don't tell me like when you have a 12-string guitar.
Oh my God, that's no.
Yeah. Those are a nightmare. There's a guy that he plays in a band called Stupid Drama. He has 4 12-string guitars that he brings with him on stage. Taylor's.
Oh my God.
Super nice, but he has 4 of them.
That is so many dollar signs and
That's
zeros.
so many dollar signs and a lot of strings to stay in tune.
Oh man. Oh man.
But he doesn't. Okay.
That gives me anxiety. Okay. Hi, I'm Ricky. Like I already said that. This is going to be a song. I'm going to do a song and then I'm going to do a poem. This song is called Won't You Tell. I'll take a walk outside and let the breeze show me the way. When I go to sleep tonight, I hope the moon shines through the rain. Through the tides it steers, our souls feel it so clear. Even if we're alone here, I'll still have you near. So tell me, where will I go? Where will I shed my tears? Bring me to some distant shore, far away from all my fears. Won't you tell? Won't you tell? I'll sail out west and try to let the winds guide my odyssey. No matter how much I ride, it's the memories that save me. Facts or fiction, just bear the tale. If you understand my diction, then you'll pray to fail. So tell me, where will I go? Where will I shed my tears? Bring me to some distant shore, far away from all my fears. Won't you tell? Won't you tell? Tell me, where will I go? Where will I shed my tears? Bring me to some distant shore, far away from all my fears. Won't you tell? Won't you tell? Thank you.
Tom Moon wanted to know what the name of that song was.
It's called Won't You Tell? It's an original. So thank you guys for listening to that. Now we're going to do a poem. And it's going to be, we'll get through it. It's a 2-part poem. This is the first part. It's called Hope. Fuck you inconsiderate asshole. Okay, that's the first part.
Yeah.
This is the second part. It's also called Hope. I'm sorry, I didn't mean what I said. I just get so frustrated because I can't always listen to you. I want to. I want to listen to you, and only you. I want to follow you blindly, like I used to. You led me to my friends. You led me to my passions. You led me to love. But sometimes you'll just lead to pain, unnecessary pain. When did I have to start evaluating? When did I have to give you a filter? When did I have to give you a muzzle? But it doesn't work. None of it does. I'm standing still, but you're kicking, screaming for me to act. You're begging me, pleading me, even though you know there's no point, but you don't care. Don't you want me to be happy? Do you want me to get hurt to keep getting hurt? But I guess that's the point, isn't it? Love is never lost without pain. Love never ends. It doesn't matter how long it's been. It doesn't matter what they've done to you or you've done to them. Love never ends, which means the pain never ends. But does that mean you shouldn't love? That you shouldn't go out on a limb? That you shouldn't get hurt sometimes? It doesn't matter how hard it gets. I'd much rather be heartbroken than be numb again. I remember not being able to keep anything other than a straight face, not being able to feel sad or angry or happy. It was a lot easier. But even though I stopped myself from picking up the phone or getting in my car and driving over to her every day just in case she changes her mind, which she won't, I loved her and I wouldn't give that up for anything. So fuck you, inconsiderate asshole. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a great night.
Let's hear it for Ricky.
Everyone watch your steps there. We got wires and stands and all kinds of stuff.
Cameras.
Someone was nearly killed over here on the floor.
I'm not as tall as he was. Are you trying to limbo or something?
Yes.
Like this. Okay, lost in thought. Oh, wait. We need... should I pimp the bar?
Are you guys leaving?
Hey.
Are you guys leaving? Okay, that'll be $5 a piece. Because it's free to come in, but it costs $5 to get out.
And it's free if you leave when we're done.
Yeah, if you stay for the whole night, we won't charge you anything. But if you leave early, it's $5. So take a collection.
It's like the Hotel California.
Good night. Thanks for coming out.
Ernie takes Venmo. Alrighty, yes, I think we should pimp the bar. There are delicious things to be had at the bar, food and beverages. Just go over there to the Pirate Jacob.
Arrgh, matey.
He will keep you fed, caffeinated, and buzzed.
He set you them lovers up well.
For a price.
For a fee, yeah.
Okay, lost of thought.
Hmm?
Who's next?
I am.
Oh, you are? Yes. Okay, then go away. You got to make a dramatic intro. Go ahead. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, that's dramatic. Knock over the microphone.
He knocked over your microphone.
Appreciate that, man.
Shoot. Gah. Or for those of you that used to live in the country and you'd walk by a house that had dogs and you wanted to get rid of them, you'd scat. That would make them leave.
That's universal for get the fuck out of here.
It works. I'm a country dog.
You got to stomp your foot on the ground at the same time.
Okay.
I'm hearing it on delay over here.
Okay, so coming up next to the stage.
I'm a country dog. You got to stomp your foot on the ground at the same time.
Alrighty.
Replay.
My
It's
partner
replay.
in crime, I've known him for 12 years, and I still don't know what he's saying half the time. But honestly, he's one of the more prolific writers I've ever met. Give it up for Lost in Thought, a.k.a. Lane Thompson, a.k.a. Majestically Awkward, a.k.a. Dorothy Spornak is his homegirl.
Yeah, correct. Actually, do you want to, because Ricky, you made me think of a poem that I had written. Yes. All right. Just fuck you.
Seems to be a theme going on tonight.
Yes. Attorney Congressman Chip Roy. Fuck you for making the lazy, outdated, transparent, hateful argument that, oh, we shouldn't go running around policing our rhetoric because we have enough to deal with COVID. You know what makes it even more stressful, asshole? Taking a deadly outbreak that has killed millions, infiltrated our lives, removed us from our social constructs and foundations, forcing interactions and communications to be shoehorned into new memories, upgraded and downloaded over virtual meetups, relying on the fragility of connections and wires and the invisible construct of signals being bounced off through the air, closed businesses, ended ways of life, separated friends and family over lines divided upon the discovery that your relatives and or some of your most respected friends are now showing their true faces by not covering it and then infesting their rhetoric with the most backward, small-minded, restrictive vocabulary you never thought they were capable of. And regressing all of this into a simple-minded, hateful hashtag that not only discriminates against an entire race of people, but also puts their lives in danger because that very term comes with a very hefty price of having assumptions crudely stuck to it like the very barbs of the coronavirus itself. Except these dangerous little needles are man-made, extending out from orbs created into existence by depleting one's thoughts and deepening their skull into a vacuous hole where it can echo of barbaric sounds and talk that isn't even talk. It's just a random assortment of buzzwords and hot-button terms slapped together into ugly and hateful shapes, all brought to you by the very person that should no longer even be considered important. Hell, he shouldn't have been considered important when he was running the country into the ground. But there are people out there that are still clinging to him, devolving this dingy rag soaked up with the trash at the bottom of the bar room floor, burnt with ash and expired kerosene, and calling it hope. All because what they're after is not hope. It's not any kind of bright, shining tomorrow hanging over the horizon with Hallmark cards, fucking unicorns. No, quite the opposite. They'll never admit it. But what they miss, what they truly miss, is permission to hate. They miss a leader, if you can call him that, saying outrageous things because, oh, he's so against the system, when he is actually the most obvious portrayal of the system any president has ever taken. Because he was propped up by Russia, propped up by any nefarious creature hiding in plain sight of the public government as an empty-headed toy with so many hands shoved so far up his ass, pretty much everything inside of him has been replaced by fake plastic. And he may have thought he was running around saying whatever he wanted because he was so independent, but really, the true people in power are putting their hands together like Mr. Burns. And let's face it, even Mr. Burns wouldn't be this evil. And say, yes, my little wind-up buffoon, blow all that hot air and spew your garbage all over the media. Shine a light on news organizations like Fox News and OAN that will pump your base full of disorienting and false views. They'll just volunteer to lay at your feet and think of you as their king. These are the racists and the sexists, the homophobes and the transphobes, the xenophobes, all in any kind of hate group under the rainbow that pukes up from the acid rainstorm that have been waiting for someone like you. They've been told for far too long that their perspectives and views are not wanted, and they want nothing more than to tear through manners and politeness and boldly declare their rotten cores. That'll leave us enough room to do what we need, while all the unimportant people down there are causing fear and harm to those they deem unpure. Idiots. They're all idiots. But we'll tell them we'll care for them. You're important. Your view is what we all care about. And if given a chance, we're sorry. We couldn't keep a straight face there. Yeah, we're going to fuck this country up. Thanks to all of you and your need to not realize that the last decade of progress never happened. And they kind of did. We are now in the fallout and dealing with other people like Chip Roy, like, oh yeah, Police Captain Jay Baker. And yeah, fuck you too, Jay Baker. Apparently saying that the person responsible for slaughtering 8 people, mostly Asian women, was just having a bad day. He was fed up, so let's talk about his feelings and be sensitive to his needs, because it's not like he didn't show his victims the same courtesy. Oh, it's okay, Mr. Psychopath Deranged Killer Monster. Come here. All you need is a hug. And you're sure to deserve one from a fully grown, rampaging grizzly bear. Why is it that whenever some heterosexual, white, cisgendered male causes the violence and the carnage, suddenly it's about society and the pressures they're dealing with and the anger and the frustration they're going through, that they're just some misunderstood poor soul who strayed from the path? While I think it could be important to know what makes maniacs like this tick, that does not mean that I think they deserve our sympathy. You want to understand him? Fine. Why don't you try to understand him behind the walls of a maximum security prison? While his mind is examined and as he's chained up and restrained like the dangerous beast he is, the Asian Americans, the black people, all of the races and genders and orientations outside of your backwards fucking views are not the savages people like this are. And Jay Baker is no one to listen to on this topic. A year ago, he wore a goddamn message saying COVID-19 and the Corona font with the caption imported from China. And that is not capitalized, by the way, because it doesn't deserve to be. It wears the dishonorable badge of unnecessary terror and fear. It is not the history. It is the complex ancestry, the deep-rooted society of people who are actually Chinese, who, guess what, have different points of view, just like the rest of us, who are people just like you, Jay Baker and Chip Roy, who have traditions and families and friends and entire societies who are allowed to act and think however they want to, just like you are. But when you take those views and opinions and give them the kind of shape and form dangerously close to a legitimate public relations airspace and weaponize them into precedents and laws and actions and the very words you use when you are supposed to be reversing such verbiage for the most professional of settings, when you do that, you are not just letting it be or stating your opinion. You are making changes to not just your society and the circles you travel in, but entirely different cultures and groups of people that are not a part of this. So fuck you and fuck your excuses. This is not cancel culture. It's not the PC police. When a person is dying, pleading for their lives as they are callously murdered with bullets being severed into their skulls and their bodies, that has absolutely nothing to do with your feelings, you self-centered, racist, lazy-ass dickwads. We are not the evil, wicked people in this scenario. But then again, you probably already know that. And just don't care.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Don't mince words, Lost in Thought. What are you trying to say? Give it up for Lost in Thought.
Yeah, man, you need to learn to open up and express your feelings a little more.
I know, I'm just too vague.
You're so bottled up.
You're so beating around the bush, you know? Come on, open up.
I gotta start so many mixed messages.
Can you imagine what would happen if he did open up?
Oh God!
Shoot, we'd be here at like 12:15, and he'd still be reading.
Imagine him like shit-faced drunk. And another thing.
No, honestly, if he got shit-faced drunk, he'd probably be normal.
Haven't y'all seen me drunk before?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I think I've seen you stoned, but not drunk. But that was just once. Yeah, we're boring. We don't party much anymore. All I do is work and sleep.
I do.
Whatever.
Speak for yourself.
Be quiet. All right, Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
So coming up next, we have another new voice.
Ooh,
another new one. Oh,
Ernie, do it.
New voice.
New voice. You know, I think I could probably do that without the effect.
It's not the same.
I know, but I'm intimidating enough. All right, Lost in Thought.
And I'm hoping
So you give her a little echo and reverb, and she thinks she can conquer the world. Take away those effects, and it just sounds bland. It's all in the mix.
Okay, Lane, Lost in Thought.
I'm hoping I get, because I think she has two names. I'm right? Yep, that's what I thought. Yes, I did have it right. Thank you, Emily. Teamwork. We're talking about teamwork here. So let's hear it for new voice Emily Ray.
Figure out my shit. Hold on. Okay.
Oh,
Someone help me do this chord. I have a special one because I'm extra. Yeah.
Here, wait, Emily. Lost in Thought did a little snafu. Weren't you here last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
Don't worry. I'll smack him.
No, I'm a new woman now, so.
Oh, okay, got it. Check.
I've had a life-altering experience. No, I'm kidding.
Lane,
okay,
go over and hang your head in shame.
Anywho, yeah, my name's Emily Ray. Ray's my middle name. But yeah, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna sing a song that I wrote a while ago. And yeah, so basically I wrote some songs like a few years ago, and then I didn't play them for a long time because I forgot them, but then I remembered. We're going to try them again. So, yeah. Hold on.
That pesky tuning again. Nothing else.
Oh, yeah, no. I tuned it down, and so, it's going to be crazy. But we'll see.
Drop tune uke.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, this song is called Cotton Candy. Okay. I don't feel well. My heart is beating fast. I can't stop switching the future and the past. The world has not looked real to me, and I don't know how long I've been gone. It's the me inside of me just couldn't seem to feel okay. So she ran away. And wherever she is, it's fuzzy, and the skies look like cotton candy. Yes, the skies look pink and blue, but it's not true. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. looked real to me, and I don't know how long I've been gone. It's the me inside of me just couldn't seem to feel okay, so she ran away. And wherever I am, I'm frightened. Have my senses been dulled or heightened? Could something far worse happen if I were to stay? 'Cause the me inside of me just couldn't seem to feel okay. Nothing left to cry. Didn't want to die, so she decided to run away. It's the me inside of me just couldn't seem to feel okay. Nothing left to cry. Didn't want to die, so she decided to run away. That was that. It's hard to sing in a mask.
You're hitting some high notes up in there.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
Okay, and so now comes the trick where I'm just gonna literally capo it and see if it works. Thanks, Ricky, for letting me use your capo. Yeah, so that's now it's normal, right? Yeah, okay. So this song is another one I haven't played in a really long time that I wrote a while ago. It's called Make Believe, and it's crazy. We'll see. Give me a second. Okay. Maybe I've gone too far this time, but I've stopped caring how I sound. Lock me out, trick me up, sedate me. You'll never keep this feeling down. Maybe I'm overdramatic. How can this shit be explained according to my calculations? I'm either in love or I've gone insane. My friends keep telling me that none of this is real. They change their minds if they could feel the way I feel. No, it makes no sense, but magic rarely does. You're the only one I can still trust. I'm sorry if it's inconvenient. It's torture for me too. I really don't want to love you. I do. Don't want this. I don't need it. It's stupid, but it's true. I really don't want to love you, but I do. You're acting like I've hurt you. Who knew this could have gone so wrong? You say that I've gone crazy. Darling, I've never felt this strong. How dare I still believe in something long dead? That's what you think. Don't you know that you're the one who sent me to the brink? One day I'll trade this for pursuing something real. I'll stop apologizing for the way I feel. I'll calmly handle things and not care who's to blame. And I won't shudder at the sound of your name. I'm sorry if it's inconvenient. It's torture for me too. I really don't want to love you, but I do. Don't want this, I don't need it. Stupid, but it's true. I really don't want to love you, but I do. Don't know so bad to have someone who loves you. I see you're hurting, I can help. That's all I want to do. No, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. I do believe in fairies. I do believe in magic. I do believe in love. I swear I do. I do. Too bad I've wasted it on you. It's hot. Thanks, y'all.
You know, you know what I miss about the fact that we have to wear masks. We have to wear masks so we can be safe and protect each other, right?
Yes, sir.
But I can tell. You know what I miss is I can tell while she's up there singing, she's smiling and laughing, and I can't see that. You know.
I can see her smile all the way up here.
Yeah, but we can't see it. You know, and you know, it kind of takes away from the. You know, I mean, by no fault of hers or anyone else that's on stage, but you know, it's like that's kind of like, you know, I find myself over smiling when I talk to people, like I squint my eyes, you know, it's extra hard to make sure so they know I'm smiling or whatever. But yeah, it's like I'm over here trying to zoom in, and I just see a mask. It's like,
You're used to retail, aren't you?
Yes. 15 years.
But
did retail.
Let's hear it for Emily Ray.
Emily, thank you.
I found that so very comforting. Thank you. That was good. That was like, no, it was like comfort food, I guess.
But I will.
I'm kind of waiting for your explanation.
On a technical standpoint, though, with the video and the live streaming and the audio, you have to sync it up so the video matches the audio. But I don't have to worry about that because everybody's wearing masks, so you can't tell. It's like, okay, what's good?
Well, there's a bonus right there.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, Emily, you shine.
Yes, you do.
You really do. You really do. Thank you. Okay, lost in thought.
Like a star echoing, through the galaxy.
What?
I said like a star echoing through the galaxy.
Okay, because I was right next to him and I couldn't understand him.
So up next, I think we actually do. I think it is a new voice, right?
Okay, well,
Yes.
let me see if you want me to do the new voice without the effect, or wait, or should I do it with it?
Well, try. I bet you it's not going to be the same. But go ahead.
I'll try it. New voice.
See nothing.
Hey,
now try it again. Try it again.
New voice. I'm badass either way. Whatever.
You didn't have as much energy, but it sounded better. It doesn't matter if you win or lose; it's how good you looked.
Exactly. Lost in thought.
Let's hear it for Matt.
Matt. While shoot. And here comes Ernie B.
All right. See, it's a little known fact. Like when you put a capo on a guitar, even if your guitar's in tune, as soon as you put that capo on, it's going to throw the tuning just a little bit, you know, because it's pushing down on the strings. Mm-hmm.
The more you know.
Yep. I want to get that little sound effect.
Yeah, right. Oh, it was Emily. That was amazing. That was awesome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, kind sir.
Happy Mother's Day, Mother, if you figured out the Facebook. So, Is it okay if I? All right. We good? I am really blind. Is that an affirmative?
We're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm sorry, the lights are in your
I
eyes,
can't
yeah.
see anything. I lost my glasses. It's really bad. All right, so yeah, this is one that's relatively new. We'll shine ourselves slow in the sunshine. She knows it will end. As winter brings its freeze, takes all it sees, howling winds. They go up, they come around. The jail cell downtown seems an end. So if you mix the going slow on a balance beam, you know it will end. And come crashing down when these winds come around. Sylvie sings a song so lovely and so long in the trees. And the birds that chirp along know tomorrow she'll be gone on a breeze. She goes up, she comes around and rides it back down, and she sees that in this town they couldn't tame her. She'll forever be a stranger, it seems. It comes crashing down, and those flames swirl around. From the deepest dark of night, the morning's white light is where we breathe. And we travel through each day and each year until our age and never free. And we go up, we go around, ride it back down, and we see how we build up a little nest to around in our unrest until we leave. we come crashing down. Thank you. This one I wrote. Yeah, it's my last one, I guess. I wrote it a couple months ago. Hey, little darling, sit here with me on this train. Leave Kansas City and flee all the stairs from the shade. But in the bottle, the shared years, like scared deer, I'm going insane. And they run all through my head, my threads been blowing away. Since my little black dog went stray. The outskirts of Austin are scrubby and dry. The hills of Missouri, the woods roll on by. The trees that stand witness, that could testify. That darling, we're do or die. City and I head out at night on a train. I've cashed in my favors and debtors are calling my name. And from the outlaws before me, the lawmen, they know all my games. Was it such a hard time doing sometime them boys throwing spades? Well, I'll leave when my books get made. The outskirts of Boston are all scrubby and dry. The hills of Missouri, the woods roll on by. And the trees that stand witness, that could testify. Darling, how long we tried. Left Kansas City and went out last night on a train. Thank you.
That was nice. I like that. I like the meter. That slow 6/8.
Yes.
It's like you can't lose when you're doing something 6/8 like that.
6/8 songs are my favorite songs.
They just flow, man. Look at Pink Floyd. Like practically everything they did was in 6/8.
They're one-hit wonders. They'll never make it.
But yeah, let's hear it for Matt.
Woo!
Which one's pink?
And which one of you is pink?
Yeah.
What?
Never mind.
By the
Okay.
way, which one's pink?
Okay. Lots of that. Night, Emily. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Lost in thought. Who is coming up next?
Actually, up next we have another new voice.
Another new voice.
And
Pray tell, who is it, Lost in Thought?
I have to give this guy credit because he's patiently been waiting in the wings with this as this man has been going.
Pshaw. I like that. Pshaw.
So, coming up next, and I'm going to look at my list to remember the name. Yes.
Yes,
coming
because
up,
Lost in Thought has a gnat brain.
I do. So coming up next, let's hear it for Darren.
Darren.
Hey, Matt, you sounded great, man. Thanks for sharing. I just got 2 poems. First is called Back to Sea. Before casting my heart to the ocean for fish, I'll start by driving the hook through its midst, an art in the puncture so it doesn't rip or get away from me too quick. My hands keeping a firm grip to prevent its slip, which is as hard to stop as the loose lips I try not to speak with. Keep a firm grip. Rhyme the lines for a bit. Cast the line out behind the ship to let it drift, pitch. This metaphor not an embellishment, but an image that persists. The decisions I've made create a wake by which love hopefully overcomes risk. The way I fall in love like the mouth seizing bait that can't see or anticipate what waits at the other end. And my heart is more tender for its ache, for the tremor and burst and weight by which life is made, by which this ship moves in the first place. I try not to assign time to my life except on birthdays, but how do people believe in themselves enough to accumulate years into decades? How do I get comfortable again when I've seen what happens when a hull breaks? How do I convince another person I've taken the time to change except to speak until the words stay? That's the answer. Persistence. I've never plotted a course with this much passion, purpose, or admission. I'm telling my story to anyone who will listen, shaping my grief and memories into a narrative I can learn from, live in. I'm fishing the ocean with my heart tied to the water because action is better than wishing. I am doing the work, but I don't expect to ever finish, and was that really ever the mission? I felt the purest heartbreak, but that doesn't mean that my heart no longer glistens. Thank you. Okay, one more. Kind of a companion piece to the first. This one's called Attachment. My insecurities make mountains out of molehills. My poles climbing with their peaks as the snow builds. My interior dialogue creates a persistent anxiety that won't hold still, that grows until the entire skyline is a collection of effigies shaped like cold drills. I can hear my blood hum like an automobile. I'd like to think the doubts I have won't last, but I can't help being afraid most will. And I'd like to think I can quiet the wind to a slow chill, but at this point I can't tell the difference between apparitions of the mind and what's actually real. For me, trauma is a struggle in reels, one picture after another, like stacked tracks of burnt rubber, like I've lost control of the wheel, like wheels torn asunder. Uncovered. Through trauma, I am completely uncovered. Uncovered. Recover. One after another. The only role I know is that of a lover. A person so lost in abstraction he can't count to paint numbers. Who believes in every single fucking kiss like it's God in the covers. See, I am the hopeless romantic who can't smother his hope. And I am struggling to identify my goals. I do think it's hard being so far from home. I keep meaning to delete the app that's telling me how much time I spend on my phone, but my desperate need for validation has a powerful hold, and I find myself chasing connection the way men chase this country for gold. That's the thing, though. A few men will discover what most of them won't. I have to believe there's good in the love I can show, but the way it's coming out causes people I meet to fold. I walk so deep in others' footsteps, there's undertow. I have to readjust my thinking so I'm okay being alone. Because on my hands and knees in these streams, the endless sifting takes its toll. But if I keep looking, I might find new possibilities and dreams I couldn't possibly know. I might chase these streams to where they start dripping from the mountain snow. I might see that what makes me, me, is a complex weave of genetic complexion and history. I might see it's okay to wear your heart on your sleeve as long as you're at least wearing clothes. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, give it up for Darren. Just want to let you guys know we also have a Spoken and Heard Instagram.
We do?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
See, if you ever see me coming up like directly to the stage, taking a couple pictures of you, you're probably going to be on there. I did take a really good picture of you, Darren.
You need to post those or chat or whatever you do from Instagram to the Spoken and Heard page.
I will. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that because I'm getting quite a few. And Ernie, what's the name of the mic? The Elvis microphone.
That's the Shure SM55.
It's that old '50s Elvis microphone. That's our
silver
logo.
one.
It says Spoken and Heard. You're gonna look online. You're gonna see a bunch of people on this stage. Okay, Lost in Thought.
Yep.
Oh wow, you put your glasses back on. Cool. Okay, so who's coming up next?
We have yet another new voice.
Yet another new voice. I'm loving it.
Incredible.
So who is it? Lost in Thought, pray
Oh,
tell.
and before the next voice comes up, did you want to say people can come back up?
No, you do.
Okay, so we're about to, we might be about to recycle the list. So if anyone wants to come back up and speak, they can, just like come up to me and I'll put you, like Joe B says, I'll put you down in a good way.
Did you understand that, Ernie B?
If you want to come up to the microphone again,
Talk to this
talk
guy.
to him. He'll put you down on the list in a good way.
Hi, Darren. Okay. If you want to get...
Did I actually mumble?
You always mumble.
Well, but let's just say you made it very, 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 very wordy.
And then you got like 19 masks on, so it makes it harder to understand.
So, okay, if you want to get on the stage again before we wrap it up, talk to him. There we go. Short, sweet, and to the point. Okay.
So.
Fuck you too.
All
right. Who's coming up?
So coming up next, we have our new voice, Matt.
Woohoo!
Another Matt.
Another Matt.
Yes.
And speaking of Taylor guitars, he's pulling out a beautiful Taylor guitar. I don't know what model it is. Is that 610? What is that?
All right, so just heads up to everybody. I'm not usually a voice. I play guitar with people.
While Ernie B follows
Moved
the Taylor
here
guitar
yesterday,
to the stage.
and from Dallas, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Welcome. Welcome to Dallas. Good man.
I don't know. This is something I've been fucking around with, and it might be terrible, but we shall see.
Be good.
And the mask has to stay on. Is that correct?
Yes. Is that an
Great.
Is that an 810? That the Taylor?
Was that?
Is that an 810 or what model is it?
400.
Huh? No.
You can play it right when I'm done. I got you.
I don't have a signal on you. Oh wait.
And also, a heads up, been drinking most of the day, so we shall see how this shit goes.
Well, you've come to the right place then.
I'm like trying out something completely new for the first time on stage.
There it is.
I need you to forget me, 'cause I'm not the one that you need. I need you to forget me, 'cause I'm not the one that you need. I'm toxic, in love with toxins, on this downward spiral that ends in hell. And I'm toxic, in love with toxins, on this downward spiral that ends in hell. I'm good for you. You're not good for me. And if you're to be believed, guess I'm no good for anybody. Time to stand mount to the rate at which we ignore it. Perspective is just that until we're brainwashed enough, we quit exploring the world. This weird mix of wasters and wanderers. We set up these trails to taste and devour, and I'm as unsure or as the rest, sure enough at least to attest that things are not in the proper flow. Things are not in the proper flow. The proper flow. The proper flow. This one's gonna be even more random.
Tell me all of your darkest sins. Tell me what you always hated. 'Cause I think all I need is a little side piece to do all of my nefarious shit with me. Cigarettes and whiskey, we can use as kindling. And I said I am thinking we'll burn it down, we'll burn it down, we'll burn it down, we'll burn it down. 'Cause fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I guess I'll make it up on the spot. I'm down a string, and I am not prepared for this. But I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Only if it's annoying. And if it is, then I'm sorry. Some sparked and some sort of stargaze, like little kids with luminescent rays. Explosions exploring everything meant to be hidden. Yeah, for August's sake, it gets to change the season as the wholehearted syllables alliterations leave the broken jaws, supporting addictions in the bursts of the broken hearts for the broken friends, and then they'll bring the cure back for million sins.
That was a pretty good improv there after busting your D string or something. Yeah, that's like a major artery on your guitar. It's like
Let's hear it for Matt.
All right, thank you, Matt. Woo!
Yeah, that had a very soft indie rock 90s kind of feel. It was good.
That was cool.
Yeah.
All righty, so we are going to wrap up the show, but we've got a couple of our virtual performers that are going to help take us out. Coming up next, we have Tom Moon Bird.
Please direct your attention to the monitor on the stage.
I am working on the new Renaissance, and you are part of the new Renaissance. Like phone model, bus, car, train, moment in time, loving this mutation of moments, these transitioning alchemies. Friends leave Austin, but they change their creativities. Deserts, Bastrop, Kyle, Leander, Round Rock produce diverse poetries. Thin air, but still photographing realities. Dirigible hopes float like Emily Dickinson, Robert Frost and Walt Whitman, Ginsberg and Ferlinghetti, Yevtushenko and Volnashensky. We are all in group soul tonight. Fifth dimensional invitational processing. Rise up, kick butt, rise up. Privilege of breathing when India is burning. Opportunities for your creative evolution here tonight. We can be kind to each other. We can be kinder. Words are bandages and bridges and spells and chants and affirmations, prayers, petitions and promises. If we have only this moment tonight, may we all meet together in the new Renaissance and chart this sunrise as the flowers blossoming into a yes. Renaissance, not the hotel, not even Italy or Borgia, more an exploration of imperfect progress into a possibility nexus, expressing our bright new truths and fantastic new plumes. It happened in the 60s, negated by the 70s, Woodstock versus Altamont, tie-dye versus bell-bottoms. And you, to Andy Warhol, would see Roy Lichtenstein. Were you to Jeffrey Smart, you'd see David Hockney. Were you to Banksy, you'd see Damien Hirst. Were you to Wuppertal Dance Theatre, you would free flow section Tai Chi, martial arts. Oscillate this beautiful pendulum now. Flow into a new renaissance and find it happened long before you. Spend more money on the arts. Find commission works that raise the roof and prices that elevate and levitate. More than when you began, Reggie Goodwin. You're a moving renaissance. You're a mobile vision platform. In the words of President Willie Nelson and President Reggie Goodwin, still is still moving to me. Renaissance is new now, and every one of you are new here tonight. Kickbutt, spoken and heard.
All right, the raddest poet in Austin. Give it up for Tom Moonbird.
Tom Moonbird.
Hey, I used to wear bell bottoms.
Me too. Me too.
In the 70s, and then when I first moved from Chicago down to South Texas, I couldn't find them anywhere.
You can't
except the ones I had, and all the other kids made fun of me.
Yeah.
So I was wearing bell bottoms. I was like, nobody had them. Nobody.
What?
I mean, yeah, eventually the style went away, but they were still like in vogue, as they say, in Chicago. People still wore them, you know?
All righty. Poor Ernie B. lost without his bell bottoms.
Well, no, I was going to say that got recycled, I think, in the 2000s, because I actually used to wear like jeans that are flared out. I also wore distressed jeans.
Uh-huh.
And when I was younger and more in shape, I'd wear lowriders.
Oh, God. Okay. And with that vision, let's close out the night.
Yeah.
Hashtag Goodwin 2024. Let's give it up for Reggie Goodwin.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So this is some recent shit, but I'd like you to think about
this
Nobel laureate you have probably never heard of, and the consequences of us not ever having universal health care. Stupidity. Leon Lederman, American physicist, won the Nobel Prize in 1988 for his groundbreaking contributions to our understanding of the particles of nature. Coined the phrase God particle, a precursor to the discovery of the Higgs boson, ushered in a new era of physics at the CERN Hadron Collider instead of Waxahachie, Texas, gutted for budget cuts due to failing memories and mounting medical bills. He sold his Nobel medal for $765,000 at auction because he lived in the U.S. where universal health care does not exist, dying in a nursing home, his Nobel Prize now belonging to someone else. There are thriving, prosperous nations treating their citizens more magnanimous, more gracious, or at least more human. Universal health care. There isn't a conservative boogeyman. It isn't stymied and racist opines, or what if those people get it? Racism is in the fabric of the state, making Native Americans, hopeful immigrants, and kidnapped Africans others, needing them while despising them because of the knowledge they wouldn't have made it to American exceptionalism without them. The ultimate narcissism, cutting off their noses to spite their own faces, tiki torches in Charlottesville shouting, "You will not replace us, Jews will not replace us," showing up to freedom rallies with AR-15s armed to the teeth with small penises, mask holes refusing to wear them, the same mental giants with chugging smokestacks on the back of trucks to own the libs, living on the same planet without a single starship, too narcissistic to admit. Maybe we're just all Africans who migrated to different locations on the island called Pangaea before it separated into different continents, different elevations, different climates, different food for consumption. Later, humans migrated from Mother Africa to other places. Humans subjected to such stresses have no need for a preponderance of melanin. It doesn't make one superior or the other inferior. It just means as species, we're highly adaptive. In 100 years of settlement, would we recognize a Martian? Damned insane. Opiate addiction, suicide affliction by Second Amendment, increased mortality, reduced birth rates, shooting their feet, slitting their wrists, cutting their noses to spite their faces. Nobel laureate winners should not be selling their medals to pay medical bills in the richest nation ever to exist. Idiots who can't see their towering hypocrisy. Something is wrong with this. Their stupidity slew a Nobel laureate in the wealthiest nation that's ever existed. Eventually, like Narcissus, their pathological self-love will be their Waterloo and the planet's entropy.
Yay, President Goodman.
Hashtag Goodwin 2024. Give it up for Reggie Goodwin.
I don't know, man.
Soon to be Dr. Goodwin.
I don't know about that campaign anymore, though.
What?
He lost his campaign manager.
I know.
Where has Birdman been?
Where is Birdman?
I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. He ran off with the money, is where he went.
I'm still waiting for my thongs to get shipped.
Has anybody checked? Where did Cruz want to go?
Yeah, somewhere.
Barbados or something.
Swiss bank
He
account.
posted some really beautiful pictures on the beach, so I'm assuming he's just somewhere enjoying himself.
Oh, he's just taking it
Probably.
easy. Little vacation.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand because you guys, all three of you, I mean, we do this once a week. You guys do it practically every day.
Practically every day, yeah.
Especially this last year, you guys are always on it.
Yep.
So maybe he's like, screw it, I need some me time.
Yep.
Hey, birds need to fly and fly free.
But see, when he comes back, you're gonna have you're gonna be Dr. Goodwin.
Yep.
And
I'll be a spirit.
and he's gonna be up charges of embezzlement. campaign fraud.
Yeah, he went to Vegas to go get some legal smoke.
No, because he took all the campaign contributions that Reggie and took off.
He kept saying he was going to make T-shirts, but no.
Nope. He make whoopee.
By the way, what was your new name again?
Phoenix by the Sea.
Phoenix by the Sea.
I kept thinking
Phoenix by the Sea bought me a nice cold Bud Light, so thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Alrighty, like I said, this has been another incredible night.
It has been.
Incredible.
And it seemed like it was going to start real skinny. We just had like stragglers, and then all of a sudden...
Doesn't that always happens? Like when we think it's going to be
always
nothing and then
happens
boom.
like that. Yep.
Got to start it before it gets there.
Absolutely.
I think even after COVID ends, this is going to be our format now.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to keep streaming.
We're going to keep broadcasting, yeah.
Even if people, like if Tom Moon and everyone starts showing up, I'm still going to stream it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But people will still be welcome to call in.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, just don't call in from your car.
Yeah.
Don't do
they're
that.
gonna be Skyping from their car in traffic.
Oh God.
Hey, when COVID started, I saw that happen. Alrighty, so should we do the thing?
Yes, let's do the thing.
Let us do the thing. You have been witness to the best, the baddest open mic in the ATX. Spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kickbutt Coffee, Music, and Booze. It's not just an open mic, it is a show, not a show without each and every one of you, including you, Ernie B. and Alvaro. Thank you, and good night.